I mean, I would say my time in Richmond, Virginia was okay, but I'm gonna give everyone a warning that wants to move to Richmond, Virginia. Make sure you have at least 5 grand saved up. Make sure your housing situation is intact. And before you move, you can nowadays you can put on in applications before you even move up there, and you can actually call the applications if you're in another state before you move. But my only advice about Richmond, Virginia is just like every other city in America. Like most of the good jobs, employment is outside the city limits. So in Richmond, it's only gonna be like fast food, Walmart, the city jobs, driving a city bus, and different type of things like that. You know, it's different people that have businesses, of course, but it seems like it's best to be self-employed because a lot of motherfuckers do not want to help you. And if a person feels like you're already down, 9 times out of 10 they gonna kick you while you down for you to stay down, because people love to see you doing good, but they don't like to see you doing better than them. And it's hella hard to find a place to rent from in a decent neighborhood. But once you all them apartments on Chamberlain and shit, you really don't want to move there. You know, people be getting bodied, shootings, all type of shit. But I really had a decent time. I had to, you know, snap on a few motherfuckers here and there and shit, cause motherfucker gonna test your temperature and all that. But other than that, it was cool. You know, Virginia is an open carry, so it's easy to go get your gun from the pawn shop. Background check, 2 weeks, week later, boom, you got your gun in your pocket, on your hip, as long as the barrel is visible. You know, it got some of the most beautiful women. You know, VCU right there, VUU, they like a mile apart, if that. You know, walking distance, downtown area is nice. You know, they got the 2nd Street Festival. It's always comedians coming to Richmond. But a lot of major rappers, major singers, they don't do Richmond because, you know, Richmond is kind of ghetto. They mostly be in DC, you know. Pusha T came to Richmond. Nas came one time, but for the most part, you will see like C-list rappers like Boosie or Yo Gotti or somebody, or Glorilla when she first came out. Just like Black Youngster, those type of people. I did see T.I. He did come through. He was talking wild shit on stage, and Trader Truth big ass was right there standing next to him. But you knew me as a GA nigga, I'm rapping every word to the point where they put the flashlight on me in the crowd. So that's a cool memory. But yeah, it's some very beautiful women up there. You know, South Side, they get it in. East End, get it in. The West End, I never really lived over there. I tried to get an apartment. They denied me. You know, I'm a Highland Park baby, North Side. So it's like, if you see this face and you from Richmond, Virginia, I'm sure you may know me, you may not know me. But if you from Highland Park, you went to college or whatever, worked at certain spots, I was there, you know. The electricity system is kind of fluky. When it's a few inches of snow, the lights may give out. The city may shut down over like 8 inches of snow. It's no homeless shelters. People are living outside. Like, I've seen so many people living outside, just downtown on Broad Street, on the sidewalk. You know, a lot of mental illness. You know, it's a lot of other things going on up there. But you know, once you hit the line up there, you know, they on that dog food, they on that heroin, so you already know it's different than down south. It's a whole different ball game. They're not playing. The streets are different. You know, they live by the gun, they die by the gun. But for the most part, if you're trying to go to Richmond, Virginia and just be a working class person, it's very possible. All you gotta do is stay away from the bullshit. Stay away from the projects, which they call courts, Jackson Ward, Mosby. Never frequented those areas except riding past the fucking bus. Mosby is right down the street from the sheriff's office, right down the street from the courthouse, child services. So it's like an entire circus of negligence and just ghetto-ish. Yeah, them crackers up there racist as fuck. You gonna have to go off on all type of stuff, you know. But for the most part, Richmond, Virginia is a nice city, especially in the summertime. The weather is amazing. I'm gonna get up with y'all. This part one, moving to Richmond, Virginia. Yo.